Members of our military make daily sacrifices in order to protect our country and interests worldwide. But with service comes sacrifice, and one of those main sacrifices is to be apart from their loved ones during the holiday season. Take a look at some heartwarming and funny photos showing how our military forces overseas spend their holidays. You won't believe the lengths some soldiers go to in order to give their fellow service members a festive-feeling holiday. On the Kandahar Airfield. Although these military men and women are away from home for the Christmas season, more specifically they are in Afghanistan at Kandahar Airfield, they are still getting into the holiday spirit. The soldiers pictured here are a part of TACESOR, Soldiers of Train, Advise, Assist Command, South. Despite being unable to engage in their normal holiday traditions with friends and families at home, they still attempt to carry at least some of their traditional holiday practices. U.S. Army Captain Russell Woody observed, most of the companies, units of soldiers, did something together, each company had a get-together. Most of them hung out together on Christmas Day. It seemed like everyone had a pretty good time. If the elf in front is any indication, it certainly looks a super fun party. The soldiers were also given many care packages in the form of stockings which included cards and sweets to get in the mood, a consolation prize for being away from their family. Solidarity between Muslims and Christians in a time of constant strife between races and religions in the world today, a little solidarity certainly goes a long way. This display certainly indicates that a Muslim businessman named Yassi Saad took it upon himself, with the help of volunteers from the Iraqi army, to erect a large Christmas tree in war-torn Baghdad. The tree was one of the largest around and came with a hefty price tag of $24,000. Yassi wanted to create a show of peace between the two religions and, as he put it, created the display in order to join our Christian brothers in their holiday celebrations, and to help Iraqis forget their anguish, especially the war in Mosul. Iraqi Christians have been some of the most heavily affected groups in the war with ISIS, so this beautiful display of solidarity is certainly emblematic of the holiday season. The Grinch didn't manage to steal Christmas. While some military members might not be stationed overseas, they are still sometimes engaged in training or stuck on base. However, for the Marines of Combat Logistics Battalion 1, they didn't let that stop them from having a good time. In fact, these Marines were even able to bring their families onto the base for a Christmas party at Camp Pendleton. One Marine, Sergeant Michael Flores, was really in the spirit, or perhaps the anti-spirit, and dressed as the Grinch who stole Christmas. Sergeant Flores was seen living it up with Santa, Corporal Thomas Crawford, and more of their cohorts. The military families were treated to a dinner by local volunteers who also collected bags of toys for the kids. Sounds like a great time for all. All I Want for Christmas. Several years ago, members of the British Royal Navy took the internet by storm when a video of a beloved Christmas hit went viral. The crew of the HMS Ocean filmed themselves on board the ship lip-syncing to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Some of the crew appear wrapped as Christmas gifts and draped in the British flag, while others lounge in their bunks while imitating Mariah's vocals. Reportedly, they filmed the impromptu music video after they were told that they would be able to come home for the holiday. Even Mariah noticed the video and retweeted it on Twitter and said, "This is the best thing I've ever seen, you guys just made my day. Happy Christmas. X0x0 to the troops." This heartwarming moment shows just how happy the soldiers were in order to be able to return home to their beloved families in time for the holidays. Next, US presidents get in on the holiday action. Bush's Thanksgiving surprise back in 2003, The United States was still reeling in the aftermath of 9/11, and soldiers were getting used to being back in wartime. President George W. Bush flew in a secret mission to Baghdad in order to surprise, and have dinner with, the troops for Thanksgiving. It was previously thought that he would be having Thanksgiving weekend at his ranch in Crawford, Texas, but instead, he decided to leave and to surprise members of our armed forces. Met with around 600 troops at an airport hangar and spent a few hours with them. He even helped serve the troops dinner, as you can see in this sweet photo of President Bush looking very happy with a turkey. The Obama's Christmas visit. President Barack Obama also spent a holiday with military members. In 2011, he visited members of the military stationed in Kaneohe, Hawaii. President Obama and family would often visit his home state during the holiday season. He and the First Lady Michelle Obama were seen talking and laughing with service members as well as taking photos, of course. One service member had a brand new baby, 1-month-old Adeline Valentina Hernandez Whitney, who of course the president had to hold. What would a heartwarming post be without a photo of Obama holding a baby? Have you ever seen a military helicopter decorated for Christmas? Special delivery. This remarkable photo shows a military helicopter with ornaments, a snowman, a Christmas tree and lights in an effort to bring holiday cheer to the troops. Even more amazing is that Santa himself is on board the helicopter. Within the various branches of the military, there are often events such as this in order to boost the morale of troops who have sacrificed so much in order to protect the safety of the nation. It's so easy to forget when we are in the comfort of our own homes that there are brave men and women who have sacrificed their own time with their own families in order to protect the interest of the nation and the safety of us all. One remarkable photograph. This photograph was taken over 15 years ago, on Christmas Eve in 2002. The amazing snapshot shows hundreds of United States Marines stationed at Camp Commando in Kuwait. The photo is particularly striking because it depicts the sheer number of troops, which was really only a small sample of the entire group. The troops were happy to have a visit by none other than Santa Claus himself. It's almost amazing how striking Santa's red suit is against the relative desolation of the Kuwait desert. This photo is also noteworthy because it was taken by Pulitzer Prize-winning AP photographer Anya Niedringhaus. Anya was later killed in 2014 while covering Afghanistan's presidential election. A fellow photographer said of Anya, "What the world knows about Iraq, they largely know because of her pictures and the pictures by the photographers she raised and beat into shape. I know they always ask themselves, what would Anya do? When they go out with their cameras." I think we all do. What remarkable photographic work. Next, making the most of a less than ideal holiday situation. Reindeer replacement. This hilarious photo shows some military members who are still trying to enjoy the holiday season despite being stationed far away from their families. There is a Santa and other military members lined up on what looks to be a crane, all dressed like reindeer. We bet that these reindeer might even be better navigators than Rudolph himself. For many of us, the thought of being stationed overseas in a desolate location far away from your loved ones would put you in a sour mood for the holidays, but these members are able to keep their joyous spirit. Maybe we should all take a cue from this the next time we want to complain about the holiday shopping season. A family sacrifice. This photo is a bit of a tear-jerker. Military wife Ashley Sistrank was holding down the fort while her husband Brandon was stationed overseas in Iraq. Ashley was determined to figure out a way to include her husband in a holiday photo despite the huge physical distance between the two. In order to come up with the picture-perfect Christmas card, Ashley came up with a clever idea and some crafty use of Photoshop. A friend edited a photo of a photo Ashley took with their kids at home in Colorado and the other a photo of Brandon in Iraq. When the two are combined, it looks as though they are giving each other a kiss. This photo is symbolic of what the holiday season is like for military members and their families all over the world. Santa came through. 5-year-old Ryling Ross told her mom that she hoped Santa Claus would bring her dad home in time for Christmas. Her father, Air Force Staff Sergeant Jacob Ross, was stationed overseas in South Korea. Ryling's mom Alyasha Ross contacted the property manager of their local mall in North Platte, Nebraska. She had a little plan in mind to surprise her daughters Ryling and older sister Aurora for Christmas. The only thing they needed was the help of Santa. Luckily, the mall's Santa was happy to oblige. When the girls visited Santa and told him they wanted their father home Christmas, their dad Jacob popped out, completely making the girls' year. Jacob was able to come home on a 28-day leave, just in time for Christmas. The basketball surprise coming up will surely make you feel all the feels. Aim to remember, although we all grow up and get older, our siblings are always our siblings. This is absolutely true for Notre Dame basketball player Matt Farrell. Matt's older brother, First Lieutenant Bo Farrell, was supposed to remain in Afghanistan until Friday, but he was able to get home in time for the holidays. Luckily, the Fighting Irish were more than happy to arrange one very special holiday reunion. The happy moment was only made sweeter by the fact that it took place after the team took home a win against Colgate. Matt already had a great game, scoring 13 points against the opponent. Afterwards, Bo popped up on the Jumbotron to give his brother a special message. As Matt got clearly emotional, the moment was only heightened when Bo came onto the court for real. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. Next, find out how you can help our deployed military members this holiday season. Rudolph is ready, yet another reindeer for the armed forces. United States Army soldier Ted Berg wasn't too shy to spice up his normal uniform for the holidays with a red Rudolph nose complete with antlers. If you want to get involved this Christmas season and bring the holiday spirit to members of the armed forces, there are many ways to do so. You can send care packages to soldiers you might know personally, or gift care packages through various organizations like Operation Gratitude and Support Our Troops. Military members are always happy to remember that America cares about their service, especially during the holidays. Military aircraft display. Here is yet another military aircraft decorated for the season. This one is an F/A-18 Hornet. Military members took the time to amazingly decorate this aircraft with Christmas lights, and it is shown aboard the aircraft carrier the USS George H.W. Bush. Undoubtedly, this display would make military members remember looking at Christmas lights at home. Actually, this display is super impressive and would draw attention away from even the biggest light display. They even put a huge blown-up Santa in the cockpit of the plane. The Christmas season is never far away if you keep the reason for the season apparent in your life. In the spirit, these soldiers went all out for their holiday party while stationed overseas at the Kandahar Airfield in Afghanistan. This photo was taken in Afghanistan in December of 2013 of United States Air Force Captain Christopher Bennett. Serious props need to be given to whoever put up these decorations, because it definitely looks like a scene from home. It's nice to know that even overseas service members can still look forward to presents under the tree even while they are stationed half a world away. There are also many organizations who work to send Christmas gifts overseas, such as Operation Shoebox. Don't stop the music. Here is yet another photo which showcases the fun attitude military members manage to carry on throughout their time stationed overseas. This picture was taken at a Christmas holiday party at Kandahar Airfield in December of 2013. Although the vast majority of these service members will be apart from their loved ones for the holiday season, they are still able to put on a happy face and make the most of the situation. What better way than with a rousing addition of musical chairs? This party looks like it went off without a hitch. Remember, the next time you see a member of the armed forces, don't forget to tell them thank you for your service. Next, a farewell Christmas barbecue. A Christmas barbecue. Many service members have talked about military food leaving something to be desired, especially when they are out in the field. However, these military members clearly went all out for the holiday season. In this photo, taken in 2012, you can see German troops, more specifically Bundeswehr army soldiers, barbecuing. The soldiers were part of a coalition which included Americans located in Baghlan in northern Afghanistan. The service members were aware that they would soon be removed from the combat region, so they were celebrating their last Christmas together with a good old-fashioned barbecue. Christmas Mass. Although the United States Constitution says that there shall be freedom of religion, there is still often a debate about whether religion can be included in government or any public functions. Recently, comedian Michael Che even poked fun at the situation, saying all holidays matter. However, for many, the reason for the season is still Christmas, and that was particularly true for some members of the NATO-led International Security Assistance Force, or ISAF. The troops pictured in this photo are Americans attending a Christmas Eve Mass, which surely is a welcome reminder of home. Next, we'll see a tree right out of a classic holiday cartoon, A Charlie Brown Christmas. This photo was taken of troops on a base in the Middle East. It showcases a makeshift Christmas tree that the troops put up for the season. The familiar warm lights were sure to make the troops long for home, but also probably gave them a sweet remembrance. Although the tree might be sparse, it is still a beautiful reminder of the Christmas season. Troops sacrifice so much, and they like to be reminded of home. We hope that no matter where our military members are stationed around the world, that they can feel the warmth and appreciation of their country radiating from back home. Next, Ellen gave one lucky military a special Christmas. What it's all about. In 2013, Jen Lackey appeared on The Ellen Show, but she had no idea that she was about to get the surprise of a lifetime. Jen was married to a military man who had served for over 18 years. She revealed that her husband, Mike, wasn't going to be able to be home for Christmas as he had been deployed to Kuwait, but that he had sent her a special video. Then Ellen surprised Jen and had Mike come out from backstage, causing Jen to bust out in tears. The couple's two daughters joined them on stage, knowing that they would be able to have a happy holiday season together.